Well, good evening, everyone. Live, or indeed you might be watching this later, delayed through the week. But if you are, welcome to you. So great for joining with us. And Healing Path to Wellness, it's a health promotion charity that exists to assist those who are living with mental illness, chronic pain and special needs. And it's our great pleasure tonight to spend a few minutes with you just sharing some of the stories of what's happened in the last 12 months. Importantly, tell you some of the expansion plans we have moving forward and celebrate some of the breakthrough stories that we've had. And it's been an incredible year. We've got this incredible artwork here right behind us, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. That'll be available to bid on in a moment. But we just thought we'd start tonight just by identifying how you can partner with us. Tonight our goal is to move towards raising $60,000 for the charity work that would sustain the support services in 2 locations, and soon to be an additional one that we'll talk about soon. But the good news is this, that we're already reached $6,000. Isn't that amazing?
That's
so we are already at $6,000, and we are well and truly 10% on our way to our target. So why don't we put that up on the screen, and you can see how you can give tonight. You can do it 2 ways. You can pledge your amount to that phone number there, and just make sure you put your name and your email address as well, and we will be in contact with you during the week to ensure that you can transfer your funds before June 30. Every donation that is made before June 30 over the amount of $2 has the capacity to receive a tax receipt for this financial year. So if you are going to get benefit from that, then we would encourage you to do that before June 30. You can also jump on our website and you can give online, and there is a small credit card fee that comes out of that donation, but if you're wanting to do that, you're most welcome to jump on your website, on our website. Well, it's great to have Shell with us tonight, and this is a magnificent artwork, Shell. Tell us a little bit about it and how people can bid on it tonight.
Yeah, so when I painted this in the last few weeks, I was thinking about our guests that come through the healing pathway, and just thinking about some of the rocky terrain at times with mental illness and also chronic pain, what that journey is like. And it is a rocky road. And so I've called this artwork Ascend. And the meaning of that word ascend is actually the move up or to climb something. And so for people on a journey of healing in any way, shape or form, we've got to get through some rocky terrain to actually reach the top. And at the top, there's a different perspective, there's purpose, there's hope. But we just want to say to you tonight, this painting is a reflection of that support each other in the journey. We are here to support you in your journey, whether it be through mental anguish, chronic pain, whatever it is that you are suffering from tonight. We are here at the Healing Path to Wellness to partner with you and to see you reach that point of breakthrough that you desire.
So we're going to bid for this. Here's the plan. We're going to bid it, have the bidding available for 24 hours. So you can make a bid, and the winning bid will be announced at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, that being Sunday, June 20. So if you're watching this anytime in the next 24 hours, you can make a bid, send it to that number, and just make sure you write auction bid so we don't get it mixed up with any other donation. But that bid, the winning bid, will be able to receive this magnificent artwork. It's 1.5 meters high, 75 wide. Yep. So that would look fantastic in a lounge room or in a hallway. It's a beautiful, beautiful artwork. And I just want to encourage you, the reason we're bidding on these is, again, today in Australia, 85 men attempted to take their life. This year, 25% of all Australian men will actually struggle with mental illness. This is not a disease that's for the select few. It's now a very, very significant condition right across our nation. And our support services are there to actually not only bring support to people, but to provide hope and transformation. We are seeing some extraordinary breakthroughs in people's well-being. We are seeing great encouragement being restored. And importantly, people are journeying through these conditions so that they can see themselves not facing the big black shadow that these conditions can create, but they can walk through it knowing that there is hope on the other side. And so I'd encourage you, why don't you jump on now, make a bid, and it's a beautiful artwork. Some of you might ask what the funds might be going to, so let me quickly explain that. So out of the $60,000, about a quarter of that is all our admin and advertising fees. So we use that to actually enable us to function as an organisation and advertise what we're doing. But for the rest of the funds, what you'll find is $10,000 will enable us to actually fund our second site, which we launched just in March in Morisset. Yeah. The Mayor of Lake Macquarie made a call 2 years ago to the area, to those that were in the support services industry. And she said Morisset is one of the highest areas of youth suicide in Lake Macquarie. And when I heard that, I was standing in an event listening to her, and something went off in me saying, we must do something about it. So here we are now, nearly just less than 2 years from that moment, where in March this year, we actually launched new services of Healing Path to Wellness in Morisset. And we've been there every week since March. It's been a wonderful connection. And the good news is that $10,000 that is raised tonight will go towards that site and will completely fund it. What that means is you are actually sponsoring people with disadvantage, who are sponsoring children and youth who are disengaged from school, they're disengaged with life, they're disengaged with work, and we are supporting them through our counselling, through our art therapy services, through our somatic experience sessions, which enable people to not just deal with the troubles of the mind, but to actually deal with the holistic person and set people free. And so I just want to encourage you to consider, releasing those funds to be able to enable us to actually support that for another 12 months. $5,000 that we raised tonight we will invest into our new site, which we'll tell you about shortly, and that will be an exciting adventure to do. And then for the rest of the funds that are raised tonight, every $100 that's raised will actually sponsor 2 sessions for those who are guests in our services. And so, the beautiful part about Healing Path to Wellness is we're a non-for-profit. We don't charge going rates for counselling and therapy and so forth. But what we do is we subsidise heavily to make it affordable and achievable for anyone and everyone to come and find themselves in a place of hope. And so your $100 will actually sponsor 2 guests to actually 2 sessions, a session each, and that would be a fantastic thing. $500 would enable us to actually pass 2 people through our entire pathway. So for those of you who aren't aware, we have a prayer pathway, a counselling pathway, an art therapy pathway, a nutrition pathway, a life coaching pathway, and definitely we have different divisions of counselling available. And $500 tonight will actually sponsor 2 people going through that entire system. And so we just think that's just a wonderful way to support people, particularly when you're walking through conditions that we face every day, to have the ability to just be free from the financial burden of that, to actually receive those as a donation, as a gift, is a great gift to many of the guests. And so we're just thankful for that. $1,000 tonight would just enable us to sponsor 20 sessions. So, over the course of the year, we can just sponsor 20 sessions as a result of your $1,000. So I just want to encourage you, would you give generously tonight? Will you give in a capacity knowing that every dollar that you give is actually supporting those who are vulnerable and in most need at this time? Well, it's been an incredible year. And as you know, we launched in August 2019, so this is getting very close to our 2nd birthday. So we'll be looking forward to celebrating that on the 1st of August. But this year we have seen over 150 guests at our Pelican site. Wow. So here we are at our Pelican site tonight, and we have seen individuals, 150 guests through our services. And since we launched in March, we have seen 21 clients in our Morisset site through our art therapy and counselling services, which has been a marvellous start. So over 170 people have passed through our services with over 400 appointments this year. And that's an amazing credit to our team of volunteers, team of professionals, team of providers, to enable the community of our city another service whereby 400 appointments were offered that many times people are waiting up to 3 to 4 months to get into the public health system. And so I thought we'd just have a quick video of our Morisset site. For many of you, you may never have seen where we are, but we're meeting at the South Lakes Community Centre. So let's play this video and it gives you a bit of synopsis on our first day a few months ago. Hi guys, Craig Sparrow here, and it's an exciting day for us here at Healing Path to Wellness. This is our very first morning. We're taking guests for helping those that are living with any level of mental anguish, chronic pain or special needs here in Morisset. This is our second site today, and we'll be starting every Wednesday morning between 9:30 and 1 p.m. So if you are in this region of the western side of Lake Macquarie and we can assist you in any way, then don't hesitate to contact us. And I thought I'd take you on a bit of a tour and show you some of the sights of what we're doing. So that's a quick snapshot of where we are at Morisset, and we're just really blessed to be partnering with the South Lakes Community Centre, who have very generously gifted us about three rooms every Wednesday to actually offer our services, which is amazing, and we feel part of the family already. And if you are watching from South Lakes Community Centre, a great evening to you, and thanks again for your ongoing support of our services. Hey, one of the ways you could assist us tonight is just to share the Facebook Live if you're watching online, or share the link to some of your friends. We'd love you to just be able to get our message of what we're about out to as many people as possible tonight. Hey, we thought what we could do right now is just show you a quick endorsement from our team out at South Lakes Community Centre, and it's just been a great privilege to have them here, and certainly they have generously opened up their facility to us. But the beautiful part of partnering with South Lakes Community Centre is that being right in the heart of the Morisset community, there's so many people passing through that area, and the benefit is that they're referring people to us and we're referring people to their services. Yes. And it's a beautiful mutual partnership whereby we can gather together, and I think that is the next season for all non-for-profits and teams working together, is this collaborative approach to actually set people free. So we want to again shout out to the South Lakes Community Centre, a big thank you, and thanks for allowing us to do what we do. Well, the beautiful part is that not only have we been meeting in Morisset, but we actually had a visit just this Wednesday with the MP state member of Lake Macquarie, Greg Piper. That's right. And Greg came out. We just wanted to introduce our services to him. And the beautiful part was that he has been a mental health nurse in his former days, and the benefit of that is this, that he has a real heart for this area, and certainly has a real heart for supporting those that are struggling in any level of mental illness or chronic pain. And so it was a great privilege just to introduce our services to him, and he was able to keep connecting with us as a result of that. We also this year had an incredible achievement for a charity that's under 2 years of age. We also received the Beneficiary Award at the Mayor of Lake Macquarie's prayer dinner in March. And we, as the Beneficiary Award winner, were able to receive the Mayor's endorsement as well as a cash gift there, which was a great pleasure. And to work with Mayor Fraser after 2 years, hearing her heart to actually establish some new services in Morisset was a great privilege for us. And importantly, just another step forward for our work, expanding our services. So let's have a quick update how we're going. I thought we might just give a quick update. Thanks to those who have already pledged. Wow, look at that, 16,400.
Wow. That's excellent.
Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
is amazing.
Thank you.
We've seen over $10,000 brought in already. That's incredible. Well, a big thank you to you, and we're well on our way. We're just over the 25% mark now. So please send your donations via pledge to that number 0412 689 759, or you can jump on our website hptw.com.au/donate-now, and you can get that. I wonder if we have any updates on the artwork bidding. Has there been any there? So it doesn't look like we've got a bid for that just yet. So if you're interested in that, make sure you send your bid to that number, and you can start that journey. Remembering, we're going to be keeping this going for 24 hours, right through to Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So it should be fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it'd be great just to share some of the stories. It's been a remarkable, with over 170 guests that have come through our doors in 2 locations now, just to share some of the stories of the breakthroughs of what's been happening. It's been extraordinary. I get amazed at watching the people walk in that look challenged, they look in trouble, they look like they're low in their emotion, and often when they walk out, they always seem to carry such a greater level of peace, don't they?
They do. Some of the hardest part for people on a journey of immense pain, anguish and chronic pain is just walking through the door. That's the biggest part, walking through the door. But our team here are committed, very, very committed, and also extremely caring. We have support services from the moment, the time that you walk in, and it's just a joy to partner with you in your journey. Yeah.
We had a client that came through just recently in our Morisset rooms that was sadly a victim of domestic violence, and as you know, many women in our society are struggling from the effects of physical, emotional and sexual abuse, and what a joy it is for us to be able to partner with guests that are coming in. They're broken, but our mantra is this: there is hope, and our encouragement and support makes a huge difference in their life. We had a gentleman that came in actually for one of the support service sessions, and as I went to shake his hand, he balked actually because his hand was sore, and I said, "Oh, what's wrong with your hand?" And he said, "Oh, I broke my finger." He fell off a skateboard of all things and broke one of his fingers, and so he had about a minute or 2 before his appointment. So we said, "Look, why don't we just take you into the prayer pathway?" And some of our team would just pray over him, and it was only for about 30 seconds or so. And at the end of the experience, he said, "Someone just flicked my finger." And I said, No, we weren't touching your hand. And he said, no, someone flicked my finger. And he said, "I couldn't do this before I walked in." And all his pain had totally disappeared.
Wow.
Well, he went away and had the session and came back an hour later, and I asked him on his way out, I said, how's your hand feeling? And he shook my hand with such force and with weight, and to this day there's still no more pain.
Wow.
So he had an incredible breakthrough of healing with a fractured finger. We've had some other incredible stories whereby some of our guests have had significant breakthrough from emotional trauma and emotional torment. And one of the outworkings of any sort of traumatic experience can be triggers are highlighted, and that can be through different areas of the senses. And one of our clients described a breakthrough whereby one of the sensory triggers no longer exists now after going through our therapeutic space. Art therapy is a powerful tool in that area. Share some of the stories that you've seen of just what's happened to the clients before they come in and then as they go through the therapeutic space.
Over the time, I've seen so many guests and clients come through of all ages. I think the youngest age was about 4 or 5, every age through. And a lot of those people had no artistic background at all. Normally when we sit down for the session, there's a bit of nervousness if they've never sort of had anything to do with paint or any art materials. But yeah, it's beautiful to see them express themselves, express their hearts, their thoughts, their beliefs about themselves and others. And importantly in that space, actually processing some of their trauma through art.
Yeah.
And it's not about the artwork itself and having the outcome of the most beautiful work. It's about a safe place to actually process thoughts, beliefs and feelings that people are experiencing from traumatic experiences a lot, again from every age group. Having a safe place to explore that with a qualified art therapist here that we have, and to be able to walk that journey out. It's a different type of therapy in that it's not a talk-based therapy. And so in that, people are able to actually really convey some of the sense of pain that they've had through different art materials, and do it in a way that they could never have articulated. Some of those people will go on to other pathways here, like counselling and onto life coaching. But I would say art therapy is a great way for people in self-regulation as well, to self-regulate. All art is therapeutic. I mean, it's therapeutic painting. I love it. It's one of my personal therapeutic spaces. But in art therapy, it is definitely a way to be able to work with a person's trauma and lead them through solution-based processes and tools to enable them to grow and to move forward in their health journey. Yeah.
One of the amazing stories we had this year was a woman that came to us with all sorts of electrodes attached to her as a result of having a neurology assessment done at the very time she came into our space. And so I just thought I'd play a quick video of her story, because it's just an incredible story. So let's roll the video.
So I came along for the prayer ministry. While there, I had some people pray with me. Now I'm not having any fits at all as a result of the lightning. I used to watch the lightning and really enjoyed it, hitting the water and bouncing off. It was something I really enjoyed doing. Then in my teens, that ended up having to stop altogether. I'd be having grand mal seizures, fall over, stagger around. It looked like I was drunk. My eyes flutter, they roll back to the whites. As a result of seizures, I've even broken my jaw. When someone's looking on that doesn't know anything about it, it's really, they struggle with, what do I do? How can I help this person? So it's been quite extensive, and all this time I'm expecting seizures every time there's lightning. I've been in a lightning storm where the whole sky was lit up, and as a result of that, I was having to bury my head under a jacket, and I was in a car, so I couldn't get away from it. So I had to bury my head, so I was in complete darkness. I was even having to cover my eyes while under this jacket. I haven't had any seizures when there's lightning storms, and we've had a massive one, and I was in the car for that as well, and I didn't have one fit. I'm really happy with the way things are gone, and the test came back all clear. Now I'm back to wanting to watch the lightning storms, so it's made a big impact on my life, and I certainly encourage anyone to go along for the prayer ministry. It really makes a big difference. For 34 years I've had these seizures that are to do with the lightning. I don't have them anymore, so that makes me really happy.
Well, that's an incredible story, and wow, I still get amazed listening to that story. It's just extraordinary that someone, after so many years of being triggered by lightning, has no longer got triggers. She now, instead of hiding under a towel, goes out and now watches the lightning storms. I mean, that's just wonderful and marvellous to know that there is breakthrough from even the most chronic the most difficult and most challenging circumstance. And that's really our heart tonight, is that if you're watching this and you're in pain, if you're watching this and you're struggling with any level of anguish, we want you to know there's hope. And we offer a very holistic service with accredited professionals to be able to assist you, lead you out of that condition through into a place of peace and support and hope once again. And so we're so thrilled to hear stories just like that. A big shout out to all our team. If you're watching tonight,
Yes.
we really appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for your continued willingness to support this work and to continue to, as many of you volunteer your time. And so we just want to give our big shout out to you. So let's get an update and see how we've been going. My phone's been buzzing. A big thank you to those that have been donating on the website. Another $600 I saw come on my phone. Wow, look at that. We're up to $32,350. That's over 54%. That's incredible.
That is excellent.
Wow, thank you so much. That's a wonderful, wonderful target.
Yeah.
So we are well and truly on our way. And there's the details there. If you haven't pledged, please send it to that number, or alternatively jump on our website. We are so thankful for your continued support and belief in our work, and we are just so thrilled that we can expand our services. And that's really what we want to talk about next. But before we do, let's just check on the artwork. How is that going? Are we've got one bid and $1,000.
Great.
Wow, $1,000 the guys are telling us, $1,000. So if you want to have a go at this artwork, you've got 24 hours. It'll be announced at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, Sunday night, the 20th of June. So you need to now beat $1,000 to secure this incredible artwork. I tell you, I would buy this. It's a beautiful artwork by you, Shell, so well done. It's fantastic. Hey, I just wanted to give you an update. We are expanding Healing Path to Wellness in the springtime. Can you believe it? We're less than 2 years of age and we're about to launch our third site, which is incredible.
Yeah.
We received a phone call actually earlier in the year from a group of people in the Port Stephens area, and their heart was simply this, that they'd heard a little bit about what we had initiated here in Lake Macquarie, and we're interested to see whether or not we would be willing to expand what we do into the Port Stephens region. Well, it's actually been our dream to actually ensure that whatever happens to Healing Path to Wellness, we have the Hunter region saturated with a north, south, east and west geographic capacity.
That's right.
And certainly with us here on the eastern side of the lake, we have the southern edge. At Morisset, we have the southwestern edge, and to be able to now expand into the northern area of our region, into the Port Stephens, is amazing. So we said, well, look, we'll just run an information night, thinking maybe 6 to 10 people might turn up, and 50 people turned up. Well, I walked away going, well, I guess this is not just a bad idea or a good idea, this is a great idea. So we are looking to expand that. So we've actually launched some training nights, and if you're interested, if you're from the Port Stephens area and you'd be interested in joining our prayer team, or you'd be interested as an accredited counsellor or an accredited art therapist or physio or physiologist, or you're a life coach, we want to hear from you, because you could assist us in starting with strength in the Port Stephens area. So we're going to start some training beginning on August the 4th. So if you want to know any of those details, just send us an email, admin@hptw.com.au, and I'll be able to forward that onto you. But we are delighted to be able to expand our services into the northern area of the region. And we just know that when there are more touch points of hope and support services going in, then we can reach even more people. And the 170 can turn into 230, into 250 people every year being assisted. And let's be honest, we all have touch points with someone in our life that we know is struggling with their mental anguish or with chronic pain. And this is not just a rare thing anymore. This is a reality in our culture that is needing a genuine solution. And I tell you, when we see stories of what happened to Marnie, or emotional triggers being restored, or chronic pain, or broken fingers being totally radically set free, there is hope, and we want to encourage you in that space. So guys, we want to just let you know that this will be an incredible opportunity for you to give. We're coming to the end of our streaming right now, and so we're going to come up with a final figure very shortly. But again, I just want to encourage you, what we are giving to tonight is more than just funding a charity. It's more than just getting a tax receipt at the end of the financial year. You're actually funding support and hope for individuals that are at their most vulnerable. And for anyone that's walked through any level of mental anguish, you'll know that it's never a place that you want to go. You don't want to be there. And sometimes it's just very difficult to know where to go. And to find a place like us here at Healing Path to Wellness, it's an incredible, supportive, loving environment whereby you can walk the journey at your pace and actually lead yourself into a position whereby you can find hope at the other end of the journey. And so I want to encourage you, when you give tonight, you're giving to transformation. You're giving to freedom. You're giving to actually setting people from a place of darkness into a place of freedom and hope. And I just want to encourage you, if you're giving $5,000 tonight, you have the capacity to actually fund 10 people walking through the entire pathway. And what a gift that is, to be able to come up to someone that's going through a difficult time, they're out of work as a result of their condition, and to say, look, as a result of the generosity of benefactors like you are listening tonight, we're able to sponsor them through our pathway so that they have touch points of freedom and hope. And so that's what your dollars are doing tonight. They're actually setting people free. So let's have a quick look as we come to the conclusion of our stream tonight. Let's have a look and see what our final figure is to date as we head towards that. Wow, look at that. We're still at $32,350. That's incredible. And we're just so thankful for you and so thrilled that you would consider partnering with us on this journey. And so I want to encourage you, if you're watching this online or later and delayed as the week progresses, you've got until June 30 to actually submit your tax-deductible donation, and we will receipt that in early July. But any final words as we prepare to finish tonight, Shell?
Yeah, what a wonderful night. It's great to be able to celebrate seeing so many people come through, their breakthroughs, your personal breakthroughs. But we know that there is such a need. There is such a need in every corner of our city. Lake Macquarie, in the Central Coast, Maitland, beyond. This is just one way of supporting you and supporting your family. Maybe you have somebody, maybe you yourself have been thinking about coming through the healing pathway, and we want to encourage you right here in Pelican, every Thursday afternoon from 4 o'clock till 7, you can come through. And then at Morisset, we're there on a Wednesday. So service is going from 9 o'clock till 1. But jump on our website, please consider coming in and consider investing into your health today. I would say that to you today. Invest into your mental health journey, your progression going forward. And if not for yourself, maybe for your teen or for your child, we've seen a range of age groups coming through the pathway. So I really want to encourage you today, if you know somebody that needs help or just a level of support in their healing journey, then don't hesitate to come through.
Yeah. We want to reach out to you just to make sure that if you are struggling tonight, that you know that there is a place where you can come to for help. And please jump on our website or give us a call, 4081 3800, and we would be most delighted to assist you. Just also too, you might be watching this and you're a qualified professional, you're a accredited therapist or accredited counsellor, and you're interested in finding a place where you can join together with other like-minded people in a health promotion charity space, then why don't you reach out to us, and we'd love to get to know your story a little bit more. But hey guys, a warm thank you again from both of us. We're so delighted that you would partner with us tonight. Thanks for joining with us on this stream. And again, please share it. Make sure you pass it around. And we are over 50% towards our target of 60,000. We are celebrating that. It's a fantastic outcome. And we are so thrilled that you could join with us tonight. Have a great rest of the weekend. If you're watching this delayed, have a great day wherever you are. And thanks again. There is hope. And thanks for partnering with us at Healing Path to Wellness.